I'm Hunter.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Caitlin. I'm Nessa.
This is the Family Showdown!
Dun 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 dun! We're on time and nothing broke. Yet.
Don't jinx it.
I added a yet. Hey, welcome. Long time no see. So nice to see y'all again. You have no idea. No idea. Yay! It's good to see you guys filling up in the chat already. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome aboard. Today, we are going to be partying it up. Or something like that. I don't know. Something to do with board games or something. We're going to chat about those.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's right. My top 100 was a thing. Like 20 years ago. Or last week. I don't even remember. What day is it? What year is it? What month is it? I don't even know. I think it's, what is it? March 642nd of 2020.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, we are talking about just kind of a look back on the top 100 games, seeing trends, discussing games that you had in your top 100, that kind of fun stuff. Just looking at trends, different things. Hunter's going to give me some snark. I can already see it. He's got that little glint in his eye.
And stick around, because there will be questions at the end. For you.
Ooh!
Rebecca versus the internet on her own trivia.
Oh, no. I'm gonna lose.
Her own top 100.
I'm on my own top 100. You guys are going to destroy me. It's so sad. It's so sad. Hey. Good to see y'all popping in. Yeah, it's funny you say that, neutral, because I grew up in Wyoming, so the snow part wasn't the thing that stunned us at all or anything. What it is just, well, one thing, Texas, the water table's too high, so we can't bury our pipes below the frost level like you would in Colorado or Wyoming or somewhere else up north, right? So when we get cold here, we have to go to extreme measures to keep our pipes warm because they tend to freeze and burst. So part of it is just because of the climate that we live in here. It's not, the houses and stuff aren't built to handle that sort of thing. So that was a big issue. And then plus, I'm sure you've seen the news and all the waste infrastructure set up in our state and this and that, so blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's interesting how completely different, like our we don't have the snow plows and the equipment and stuff to handle cleaning up a road that's just kind of ho-hum everyday stuff for states that get snow on a regular basis. So it's an interesting experience seeing it on this side of it versus somewhere that can handle it a lot. So yeah, hey, Tommy. Apparently Tommy's got internet and power, so another Texan in the chat.
Welcome to the weather.
I know, weather report. You
Yes.
get everything here, people. Everything. But yeah, so there's your fun fact for the day.
So you go ahead before I start complaining.
Oh, dude. All right. I see how you're going to be. Alrighty. So, observations about the top 100 this year and things that I kind of noticed when we were going through. I am not like a huge stats person, so I'm sure Hunter will throw out some numbers and crap. I'm not gonna look at that. Sorry. If you guys really, really wanted, I bet if you asked really nicely, Hunter will go crazy. And
No, the stats are in the trivia, so.
Oh, he has already been playing. Oh dear. We're all in trouble. All right, so mine is more generalized information and stuff. Hopefully to promote chat-worthy things here. So, yes. Nick, yes. You weren't alone in that.
Well, on with what?
He said he was taping garbage bags around outside faucets and stuff to keep them from freezing. Yeah, I mean, it's a thing here. It is a thing. So the first thing I noticed, and I already kind of discussed it during the top 100 with you guys, is that, and I kind of discussed this part of it every year, my lists tend to be quite fluid. I enjoy making lists, but I don't know if it's a perfectionism thing or just a or what it is, but they're very fluid because I keep comparing them. And so it's really hard to compare things that are different like this, because then I'm like, well, if I look at it this way, this game's better, but if I look at it this way, you know, and I'll keep going. So it's shocking my number one hasn't changed, to be honest. Really and truly, because any given time, if I were to make this list right now, it would not look the same. I'm sure ballpark, yes. The games would all be in the same ballpark. But from day to day, the stuff that I really focus in on and compare and stuff, for whatever reason, it's just a very fluid thing. So I don't know. I do notice that I'm not usually... There's some games that sneak in, but I tend to be less cult of the new than you, I think, when it comes to that. But saying that...
I think you had more new games than me this year.
But we played a lot more new games.
True.
When
yes.
my list got done between our time. That's really not a fair comparison this year, in particular, because 2020 was a mess, and that's another thing. But I think part of it too is because I like to replay games a lot, and you like the experience of opening a new box and going through new rules and doing the new stuff. So it makes more sense that you're gonna like the newer stuff and have that in your list.
You had more new games.
That's not a fair comparison, because we didn't have games coming in for like a chunk of the year. That's insane. But yeah, it's so I find that kind of interesting, because it seems like you made a big point too when we did the top 10. Spoilers if you haven't watched it yet.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any new games. I mean, surely you know when we're talking about After Party that we're talking about the top 100, so I don't think we need to give a spoiler alert.
Spoilers!
Too late.
Oh well.
Too soon? But I don't have any new games in my top 10. I did have one new game in my top 20, and that was kind of cool.
See, I didn't have any new games in my top 20.
Lies! Lies! You had one or two crack into your top 10.
I had 2 new in my top 10.
Yeah.
And 2 new in my top 20.
Yeah.
Actually, technically 3 new in my top 10. If you include a legacy game.
How interesting. How interesting. I rest my case.
What is your case? Are you resting?
I don't know. I just felt that. I had to say it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The other thing is, I did definitely notice that the elements of last year definitely had an effect on this. And we talked about that off and on too. That multiplayer count games, and they didn't always stick to their ballpark this year, right? They either got punished or they got bumped up out of nostalgia, desire to play. And I was looking at that, trying to find a rhyme or reason to that.
You had a lot of games that dropped off your list.
Well,
that came back again this year.
Yeah, there was that too. And I was trying to figure that out. I was like, okay, why?
Because last year you were in the light game, family game mindset for some reason.
Yeah.
And so it pushed off a lot of your slightly heavier games off your list, and then they all came back because you hate family games now.
Oh my gosh. Did you trade places with Tommy on this? I know you're in the chat, Tommy. Speak up. Do you sound like Hunter tonight? Okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it seemed like they were punished or they raised, and it seemed a little bit dependent on, do I have really strong memories of playing those games? Did they hold their own for that? Or was it that we had really good recent plays? Is that why I bumped them up? I couldn't seem to find necessarily a rhyme or reason to it, because like Balderdash, a game that I typically don't play with our game group, but like I play a lot with my students and stuff, that one went up. But like TI4 went down this year. Yeah, and that's a big game that we usually get to play with our game group. And I'm like, that's another multiplayer game. You have to play multiplayer to make it fun. Same thing with Balderdash. One's light, one's heavy. I don't think it had to do with the weight.
No, I know. I haven't. It's my second point.
Okay.
You punitated attacky games harshly this year.
With
4 exceptions. And I want to know why these are the exception to your rule.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So 4 games are in your top... No, 3. Only 3 games. There's 3 games that's like in your top 20 that are attacky. Okay. Everything else got punitated.
Okay.
Fleet Captains,
Okay.
War of the Ring,
Okay.
and Zaya. How are those different from all the other attacking games that you decided you don't like?
Okay, Tolkien. Need I see more? And then Space.
Yeah, but you got space games that went way down your list that were attacking.
Zaya, you can do so many. It's sandbox. I have a thing about sandbox games. Love him. Fleet Captains is Fleet Captains. What is it? It's Star Trek. It's kind of the same thing as saying Tolkien.
Yeah, but what about Ascendancy? You completely punitated that one to death.
That one's much more focused on attacking.
There's a lot of attacking in Fleet Captains.
There can be.
There is.
But you can also go through and do all of the quests that are exploration and stuff.
You can explore
kind of avoid, until you get up in my business and stuff and attack me.
You can do the same thing in Ascendancy. You can go off and do your own thing.
It's harder. Those warp tunnels are kind of bottleneck zones too. We could do a little.
I'm putting a big question mark.
Okay,
next to my
I'm putting a big. We should probably do an episode comparing those games. That's what I'm saying, because I think there's more attacking in Ascendancy, straight up. The only
I'm gonna have those little, those little things where they you count things. You have that little machine.
Oh yeah, a little clicker.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna play Fleet Captains.
You can do it on these.
We're gonna play Fleet Captains and
Ascendancy.
Every time there's a battle, I'm gonna click a button and see which one has more.
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
What else you got? Do you want me to keep?
Oh no, I'll finish mine. I'm curious what other points you have. Check it off. No,
I put a question mark because you didn't really give a good answer.
I did too. I gave a perfectly.
No, you said Star Trek for Fleet Captains, but yet there's Ascendancy.
I said that Ascendancy attacks more.
You said Tolkien for War of the Rings, but there's also Battle of the Five Armies. And you said
Battle of the Five Armies is all about fighting.
And you said Zaya because it's sandbox.
Oh my gosh, because it is sandbox.
And you punitated a bunch
of
other.
How many times in Zaya have I gone and just straight up attacked people? Very rarely. Very rarely. I'm usually a humble merchant.
Okay, so you can avoid being attacking. We can't avoid it in War of the Ring.
No, but there's all this political stuff, and it's the world of Tolkien, and it's Middle Earth, and it's got a purpose, and that's actually something I was going to talk about. Because that is my next point. Pure Amerithrash, I did punish. Slowly but surely, that is becoming something I'm less and less interested in. Now.
Sad times.
I know. Now, the exception is, obviously, because, you and people in our game group really enjoy playing those, and it kind of, feeds it, so I enjoy playing it. But I'm not going to be actively going, oh, let's play this game. Okay? Just saying. Now, if you recommended it and you're all excited about it, yes, I'll be cool, and I'll enjoy it. All right? I will. But, I seem to enjoy the blended games, the as they call them, hybrids. I enjoy the hybrids because it seems like there's fighting with purpose. If it's just throwing people at each other, area control, bodies on a map, whatever, not really getting into that so much. But if it has a distinct purpose behind it, like War of the Ring has very, very important purpose for it. The fate of the world. Okay?
Well, most of the time it is the fate of the world.
No, it's not. It's just area control, whatever. Yeah, they're going to take over the physical map, big deal. This is the end of the world over here, okay? Just saying. Okay? But it seems like if there's some kind of purpose or something to it, and it's not just straight up punishing, I tend to enjoy it better.
Okay.
Which I think might help with that.
Kind of.
Okay. But yeah, in fact, I even made a note about War of the Ring. It's funny that you mentioned that because I have a note here about that. So, another thing I noticed, and you guys can tell me if you agree, / you have this happen to you too. I have discovered that art and silly gimmicks way more heavily on games than I thought they did. I am a huge sucker for really cool art and silly gimmicky things. Insanely so. Really enjoy that. The little tower, cube tower in Amerigo, the art in Yamatai. Like you said, you're not crazy over the moon about that game, but the art, I don't know, it's just easier for me to get immersed into the game. I really enjoy that. There's just something about that just kind of just draws you in. And the games that I really enjoy the games that have strong mechanisms and terrible art, but it takes a little while for me to warm up to those. Think about I'm gonna get sneeze. I'm so sorry. I keep wanting to sneeze and not. What's the name of that? The Japanese Yokohama. Yokohama is case in point.
That has beautiful art.
It is boring. I don't like that art. I don't know why. I don't like that art. But the game is really good. It's really good. And the more we played it, the more I like it. But I'm not going to actively go, ooh, Yokohama. I don't know. That's weird to me. But I've noticed that seems to be in general. That's not just a once a year thing or on a certain game. It seems to be over. Well, yeah, Corlu's mentioning Everdell. That's a great example. Is that like a groundbreaking, wow, break your mind game? No, but the art is insanely adorable. You've got this ridiculous 3-dimensional tree that you totally don't need, but you totally do need. And you got little cute little berries and rocks and nonsense to play with while you're collecting all of your resources. It's super fun! I would totally play that in a heartbeat. Would I play it over Yokohama? Probably, just because I want to play with the bits.
Sad times. Ridiculous,
I know. Box covers? No, I don't necessarily judge them by the cover. But it is fun to make fun of them by the cover. So, also, theme obviously matters. Mechanisms are what make the game good. But making a solid theme and art and stuff to go with it, that's what really sells it, right? At least that's my thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys in the same kind of thing? Tommy, yeah, you and Hunter agree on that. You guys are like, oh, I love Yokohama. I don't know what it is. There's just some games like that I'm just like...
All right, I got a question for you.
Okay, you got a question.
Why
I'm
is viticulture staying your number one?
That is an awesome question.
All right,
why?
I'll let you talk and I'll give me something.
oh, you're not really interested in it. You're going to wander off. I see how it is.
No, I don't want to hear your excuse.
Oh, I thought you were just going to be like, light a match and just let it burn. Okay. That's a really good question. It is almost like a Zen game to me now. It's just like, viticulture. I don't know what it is. It's just nice.
Is it because it has a Latin name?
No. If that's the case, then I'd be like, Via Umbra. I haven't even played it yet, but yes, because it's a Latin name. Or Res Arcana. Okay?
You're listing some of your favorite games here.
I haven't played Via Umbra.
I don't know what that is.
That's one of the new games I just saw in the background of one of Tom's videos earlier. I was just like, I've heard some buzz about it. That's all I know. But no, like, if that's the case, then I would have Trajan and Agricola, and yeah, I mean, I could make a top 10 of the.
They still haven't explained it, so it just.
It's one of those worker placement games that just sticks with you, and it's really smooth. We don't have to go over the rules. We just sit down and play that. We pick it up. We played it online, and even though we hated the interface, loved playing the game. I don't know what it is.
I think it took 17 hours to play, though.
Well, that was why it wasn't as fun. But the people we were playing with were fun, and it's just a fun game. I mean, I don't know. It's just fun to get the cards and decide, okay, this time, yeah, I know, I'm probably like Charlie Brown kicking the football. I'm going to win this game this time, because Hunter always destroys me at viticulture, which is another weird thing. You'd think if I lose that game all the time, because you always beat me. Even if I have a really good game, he like squeaks in a win. I still like that game.
So, someone asked earlier, what are some of your favorite gimmicks?
It's just something new and different. The one that always jumps out is like Amerigo with the little cube tower. Fireball Island with the little volcanic ball that you drop into the volcano and it rolls out and attacks things randomly, and you can kind of turn that.
What about this? What about the silly obelisk?
The obelisk in Tekenu, yes, that thing's really cool. And honestly, I'm still like, Zolkin just messes with my head, but I loved the gears on that. Oh my gosh, the way everything worked in that just blew my mind. I absolutely loved that. Let's see, some of the others.
The little mechs for Anachrony.
Yeah, the stupid little mechs for Anachrony. I do mess with those a lot. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should play this faction this time. Stuff like a random, the stuff that Uwe Rosenberg likes to play with the little rondelle thingy lately that he's had, where you have your dice actions and you rotate it and your resources are rotating with it and the amounts and different things. Yeah. Playing with those, I really like those. There's several games that use that sort of thing. Stupid things like Dice Town has poker hands on the dice and you roll them and there's your poker hand, and just stupid silly little things like that. So thank you for the gimmick ideas. I love it. Oh yeah, you know what? It's funny you said Indiana Jones. I was thinking of that's another good one that has a good Temple of Chalk. The walls closing in, and then you've got that little lava floor where you have to remember the pattern or it falls through, and the stupid giant boulder that follows you through the game. That one's full of gimmicks. There's a lot of games with some cute little gimmicks in them that are just a blast to play with. Camel Up, the dice tower thingy that's actually a pyramid that you shake upside down. That's ridiculous, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's some other gimmicks I haven't thought of that you think of when the word gimmick comes to mind. There's a new one where you roll meeples instead of dice. What?
Yeah, it's a game where you roll meeples and then how they land.
What? Oh my god. See, that's right up my alley. Absolutely, Coralie. That sounds like a blast. And Tommy, you'll bring a toolkit to play. Oh, Zulkin. Nice, Tommy. Autocorrect. I love autocorrect. Yeah, that's true, Paul. Going back to the viticulture thing for a second, there's a lot of interesting choices in it. And that's, I think, one of the sellers for that game, too. Just each time, just the different things you get to do. And the gimmicky stuff with that, like, how do you choose the starting player for each round? You know, as soon as you finish up, you get to pick and choose. That kind of stuff. Which also Pillars of the Earth has. Not only at the end of the round, you build a little silly piece of the church, but how you pick your player turn order and stuff in that game is really cool. Do you write on the... Oh, Tommy, why do I read your comments? Okay, let's see here.
All right. The elephant in the room has showed up.
What?
There's 4 games in my top 20 that are not on your list.
In your top 20?
That are not on your list.
Oh, okay,
anywhere.
wait. Okay.
Anywhere. I was going to make this a trivia question, but I want this a discussion point.
I'm ready. Bring it.
Do you know what the 4 games are?
Okay, it's going to be, I can't even think
You guys can guess at home, too.
The name of the game. My brain.
This doesn't count towards the trivia contest.
Okay, Lords of Hellas, probably.
Nope. It's not my top 20.
Oh, no, it's not. No. The dice. Nords. What's the... Champions of Midgard.
Yes.
I know Champions is... Okay. Champions of Midgard. Okay.
What else? You give up?
Rising Sun?
No.
No, I don't know.
City of the Big Shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Well, look how she just dismissed that. Like, just... 18 Chesapeake.
Uh-huh.
And Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air. So let's go down this one by one. City of the Big Shoulders. Well, let's start from my lower down in my list. Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air. 226. It's my number 14.
What can I say? There's a lot of good games above it.
Oh my goodness. 226?
It's attacky. It's full on straight attacky.
There's a gap of 212 games.
It's true. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like it.
There's
on my list.
212 games you'd want to play.
It's on my list.
It's 212 games you'd want to play before you play Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air with me.
No. When you add the with me at the end of it, that changes things.
Nah, don't suck up now.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Oh, man, this isn't part of love. I'm not going to bother.
Champions of Midgard. Champions of Midgard is my number 8. It's your 183.
It's above 200. It's
oh
top
my
200.
Gosh!
You have all heard my rant about that game. Now, with those...
Next time we're playing this, I'm keeping track of how many bad rolls and good rolls you have.
Now I'll get lucky because of that. Now you
I remember we played a dice game recently. You annihilated me.
I did, and it was awesome.
What game was that?
Starcadia Quest.
Yeah, you just destroyed me.
But I also did that in Arcadia Quest, too. That game, whatever the Cadias like me, okay?
18 Chesapeake, it's 136, which isn't bad. But man, 136 is my number 4. My number 2, City of the Big Shoulders, 182. It just kills me.
It's not my type of game.
I don't care.
What's the point? That makes no sense. No, I like... Okay, here's the thing. It's not that I don't like it. Obviously, it's in my... All of those are in my top. But if they made it in here, I like the game. Hunter's messing with me. But that's not a game I'm going to be like, you have to play this right now. I really enjoy those games, but I definitely have to be in the mood to play those. City of the Big Shoulders to me is a big mathy, spreadsheety kind of game.
It's not spreadsheety.
Associating with how it works with my brain. Yes. Okay. 18 Chesapeake. Darn good game. I believe it was the highest ranked of all of the ones you mentioned.
Yes.
Rightly so. And I would definitely play that again. I think I thought I kicked the dog and there was a basketball under here. It's like a circus in here. Here's Lancian Air. Really good for an attacky game. Like, honestly. And the bits and stuff for that are insanely cool. I love the way that game works. But I've only played it once, maybe twice. Once. Okay, I've only played it once, so it's not going to get, like...
Twice.
Yeah, I think I've played it twice. Straight attacky game. I'm not going to go for it straight.
All right. You're off the hook.
Right?
We'll agree to disagree.
That's kind of the point of these lists.
What else you got before I go into the...
No, go ahead. I'm pretty much done with all my main points. Here we go. This is good.
It's on the... We're going to put Rebecca...
Whoa. Kabuki, what are you asking? What's his favorite now? What's your favorite... Oh, what's
Chesapeake.
Your... Chesapeake?
It's my number 4 of all time.
There you
18 Chesapeake. I could play that as my 18XX game forever. Bet I won't. All right.
Zamperer says maybe you should do my next top 100.
I should. It'd be much better.
Should be? That would be hilarious. Make each other's
It'll
top
be much
100.
better. You know what? Our top 100 would coincide better than with it. All right.
How funny. We have the same number 5 this year and the same number 6. And wow.
Well, there'll be a slight difference because we play some games between the time we do.
Oh, that's true.
So there'll be a slight difference.
That's true. Totally.
All right. I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We played 9 new games. Well, 1 pseudo new. We'll call it new.
Okay.
Since you made your list, I want to know. I want a quick. This is like the flash round, where they call it speed round, flash round.
I'm ready. Bring
it. I'm gonna do the game, and I want your first impression, like that. What, a Rorschach test or whatever it is? What is it called?
Rorschach, the blots.
Yeah, it's your first reaction.
Oh, okay.
Is it your top 100 or not?
Oh, okay. All
right, you ready?
Okay.
So I'm starting off with the one that's not really new because we haven't played it in about 7 years. We played the revised version of Agricola.
Oh, no.
Star Wars Outer Rim.
Maybe.
No. Yes or no?
All right, then no.
Pandemic Legacy Season 0.
Yes.
CO2.
Yes.
Really? CO2? Really? What is it? Drone Home.
No.
Pipeline.
No.
Merv.
Yes.
Praga Kaput Regning?
Not kaput. It's kaput. Oh, Lord.
Kaput.
Stop! Oh,
Praga non... What is it?
Praga non-OLED. Yeah, Praga doesn't stink. Yes. Good job, hun. Okay. Yes, Praga. Yes. Probably.
And Hallertau.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. So, 1, 2, 3...
Oh, you're going to try to cult of the new me? Is that what this is?
4 new games. Oh, yeah, 4. 4 out of the games we played recently. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. 5 new games out of 10 that we played. What did I say? 9 we played. Okay. Over half the games we played recently. I'm holding her to it. It better be in the top 100. 5 out of 9.
What, are you making a prediction for if they really will? Is that what it is? Oh, no.
It's all kaput.
Oh, no. Now you can't unhear
kaput. It's what does it look like? Phonetically, it looks like kaput.
I get that.
C-A-P-U-T. Kaput.
I mean, I get it. If you're looking at it from a very, English-speaking point of view, it looks like kaput.
Kaput.
Hola, Lenny! Yay! Welcome aboard. That's very cool.
All right, yeah. What else you got?
That was pretty much all of my main big talky bits.
You know what that means?
Oh, no.
It's time for trivia. Rebecca versus you. If you're playing along at home, keep your score. I have 6 trivia questions with 2 bonus questions.
Do I get to write the answers down? What is this?
You probably should, but you can't look at the chat.
Okay, I won't look at them. You guys won't look at me. I'm just kidding. You can't look at my list.
Okay.
Do I get to use my list? Nuts. I should have just kept it hidden.
Rebecca versus you in trivia kaput.
Oh my gosh, it's kaput. Okay, anyway.
All right, we're going to start off with this one right here. I'm just picking a random one off my
Help
list.
me. Okay, I'm gonna.
Which game in Rebecca's top 100... No, wait. Let me rephrase that. Let me back up.
Oh my god.
Which game in Rebecca's top 10 dropped out of her top 100?
Oh, from the year before?
Yes. Which game in Rebecca's top 10 from 2019, last year, dropped completely out of her top 100?
Good. I didn't even look at this stuff. See, this is why he's the stats person. Oh, I almost looked at the chat. This is bad.
They haven't guessed yet.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
Which game in Rebecca's top 10 didn't even make her top 100 this
I
year?
don't remember what happened today, let alone what happened a year ago. I'm so brain damaged.
The chat's already got it.
The chat already, of course they do. Oh,
Cora Lou got it right
Cora
off the
Lou's
bat.
been studying. She told me she's taking notes. That's crazy talk.
Got it right off the bat.
Oh man. Okay.
Got 10 seconds.
I have to give you an answer now.
Yes.
We don't get to come back.
No.
I don't get to pass.
No, Trippy. The chat already beat you.
Garbage. Oh my gosh! Why am I brain dead?
3, 2. You're looking at the wrong area. You need to look up there. 1.
Oh, ascendancy.
Too late.
That was garbage. You didn't even say 0.
Chat beat you. Well done, chat. Well done, chat.
You guys stink.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, along those same lines.
Already beating me. So sad. Okay.
We're gonna switch from the negative to the positive. Which game in Rebecca's top 100 went up the most that was in her top 100 last year? Which game that was on the top 100 last year went up the most?
I don't think this is it.
Neutral said chat is spelled with a Cora Lou. Which game that was in your top 100 last year
It's not the game.
went up the most?
That's not the game. Why am I brain dead? Man, and I knew you were going to ask these kinds of questions. And did I look at my list beforehand?
Nick beat you, so...
Of course Nick beat me.
Nick, you're
Nick said
correct.
he was going to be taking notes,
You're
too.
correct. I love seeing you struggle. It's awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Here, I'll give you a hint. It has a nice, new, little nifty box.
We have like 10 games that
A
have
new nifty box.
Nifty?
Yes.
I'm so not.
You looked
I
right
guessed,
at it.
I did?
We should play the hot and cold game when Rebecca's looking around.
No, that's so not cool! That's so not cool!
It's got an art case as a box now.
Dominion?
Yes.
Oh yeah!
Dominion went up
I'm so dumb.
77 places.
I'm so dumb, of course
it went
was.
from 96 to 19.
Yeah, because Dominion is
All right, here's your first bonus question. This is worth double points.
What? Oh, I'm still not gonna get it. I'm double not gonna get this.
Along the same lines, which game that was not in her top 100 last year, that is in her top 100 this year, went up the most?
Okay, that one, I'll guess this.
It wasn't in her top 100 last year. It is in the 100 this year that went up the most. I'll give you a hint. This is not going to help you, but it went up 136 places.
It went up a ton, and
136 places.
I had a huge jump. I'm gonna guess. Well, I can't.
Write it down.
I did. Is that right?
No.
You suck.
All right, Corley, this is all you.
Carly did it.
No, she hasn't. No one's guessed yet.
Oh,
They don't know. They're flabbergasted.
Uno.
All right, there you go. Corley got it. Betrayal at the House on the Hill went from 233 to 97.
I forgot about that.
Corley,
You're on fire.
You're an all-star.
You are on fire.
You're an
Carly.
all-star.
You should probably write my top 100 for me.
You are an all-star. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
Here we
Number
go.
4.
Here we go.
Squirrel got double points.
Here we go.
And oh wow, I have still double -0. That's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna win with this one. I'm ready. I'm gonna beat you. What are you doing? You had like 6. What are you trying to scam through?
There's an order to these. I want to do them in a certain order. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Which designer appears most often in Rebecca's top 100?
not true, though. I'm gonna guess.
Which designer?
I got it right, didn't I? Because you didn't say anything. You would have been nope and moved on. I'm right, aren't I? I am! I finally got one right. Is this worth quadruple points?
So, I'm going to give full credit to Kabuki Kid because she said Feld or Rosenberg because the correct answer is Feld and Rosenberg.
They were tied.
They were tied.
I thought about that.
7 each. 14 of Rebecca's top 100 are Feld and Rosenberg games.
Nice.
Here's a question. Now, here's the bonus points. This is a bonus. This is worth double points. This is worth double points. So give yourself half credit if you said one or the other.
What? Half credit? I have a half a point right now? That's trash.
Here's the bonus.
I get a point.
If we include Rebecca's 101 to 110, no looking. Who wins? Who breaks the tie between Feld and Rosenberg? If we include Rebecca's 101 to 110.
I'm pretty sure I know that.
Who breaks the tie? If we include the next 10 games.
Am I right?
I don't know.
You're such a troll! Such a troll. Oh my gosh. I'm getting quadruple points this time. It's going to happen.
It's only double points.
Quadruple.
Quadruple points?
Uh-huh.
Give you a little bit longer for you guys to guess. All right. The correct answer is Feld. Rebecca got it right.
I get quadruple.
Her 101 to 110
right,
includes Forum, Trajanum, and Merlin. No Rosenberg games.
There you go.
All right.
All
right. Let's move on.
I got 3 points now. I'm ready. Ready.
All right. This is a list. This is the last one. We're gonna do a list. We're only gonna do 5. This is a list. This is a list.
You said that.
It's a list.
Is it a list?
It's a list.
Is it a list?
So this is like a speed round. Just fire off names of games. I'm gonna give you guys about 2 or 3 minutes to get.
2 or 3 minutes
to guess. 10% of Rebecca's top 100 were not in her top 100 last year, but she had played them before last year. So they were games we've played in previous years that popped into her top 100 out of nowhere.
That's not out of nowhere. Oh my goodness.
They were not in her top 100 last year.
Oh my gosh.
They were in her top 100 this year.
Wow. Okay. And I have to list those?
10 games. Go. Games that were off your list last year that magically reappeared this year for no reason.
Okay. See, my thing is now I'm like, the time frame, I'm like, were they on that list?
We've already mentioned a couple already in this.
We did?
In this thing. Well, at least one was already mentioned.
Well, that's garbage now. I don't know. Oh. No, that's not in the top 100. You troll.
The games that were just disappeared off your top 100 but popped in this year. Old games that made a reappearance.
I know. I'm like, oh. Wow, this is tough.
It is tough.
I'll go with that.
If you all get all 10, you get 1 million points.
If you get 110, you mean?
All 10.
If you get all 10?
You get 1 million points.
All right, weirdo. Okay.
Has the chat got any yet?
I don't know. I'm not looking.
Now, Rebecca doesn't include old legacy games. She inadvertently had Clank Legacy.
No, it wasn't inadvertently. Remember, we looked at our plays.
Oh, you played
and
in between.
It crossed over.
Yeah.
So don't you try to pin that on me.
That's
not
right.
A mistake,
You're right.
sir.
You're right.
Sir.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
30 more seconds.
30 seconds
Yes.
already? I think
Yes.
you just arbitrarily made up that time.
I don't think anybody's going to get any of these.
Really?
The chat hasn't gotten any yet.
I bet I have some.
Chat hasn't got any
Maybe.
yet.
Maybe.
Oh, wait. Chat got one.
Chat got one?
Yes, because it was the one that was already mentioned. She got the one that was previously mentioned.
That's messed up. Oh man, I know I'm missing something. A lot of somethings.
Time is up.
All right, fine.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Rebecca's 10 that reappeared out of nowhere. We're going to go from worst to best on her top one.
Worst to best in whose opinion?
In your top 100 this year.
Okay.
We got Pit, that was 155 last year.
Oh, I forgot that.
We got Betrayal, which was what previously mentioned, was 233 last year.
Could I totally just blanked on that. That's fantastic. Okay.
I can't even read my own writing. What game is this?
That's why I never try to cheat off of you.
I can't even read my own writing. What game is this?
All right, Dr. Thompson.
Oh, I got it. All right, so then we got Balderdash, which was 129 last year.
Seriously, I didn't write down Balderdash, and I have it as my number 3 answer.
Beyond Balderdash, technically.
Well, yeah, same diff. Basically.
Clank in Space, which was 120 last year.
Was it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Parks, that was 109.
Oh, because that was the first play. I didn't want to...
Deus, which was 136.
Crud.
Luxor, which was 177.
Oh, yeah.
Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small, it was 113.
Oh, it did just miss the list.
Banned Words, which was 117. And Power Grid, which was 108.
Almost wrote down Power Grid. I was this close. Oh.
Chat got one. They remembered we talked about Betrayal. I think that's the only one.
You guys are good.
Someone said Clank in Space. I don't know if that was in time.
No, that was just
Deus.
now.
Are they just now?
Yeah.
After I said it?
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing Clank in Space.
There you go. That's it.
Okay, that's
Rebecca
crazy.
got a point and 2.5 points.
I got 3 points. That was worth one whole point. I don't care what you say.
You have to put Feld and Rosenberg.
That was a trick question.
It was a trick question.
Sir. I get a full point for that.
It was a trick question.
I got 3 points.
It was a trick question.
It was totally 3 points.
It was a trick question.
So, those of you that made top 100s, I am curious because a lot of you did. What about your trends this year? I'm curious. Did you see a shift in your games? I want to know, like, how. And also, tell me what your number 1 game was. So, sounds like some kind of, like, get to know you.
If you're watching
and in the comments later, it's always fun. Yeah, what's your number 1 game? And then, what kind of trends did you see? Glass Road dropped for you, Nick. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, Coralu. You're too busy keeping notes on mine. You lost yours? So, Nick, like, why do you think Glass Road dropped? I'm curious. Ooh, on Mars? Yeah, okay. Debut. Oh, it's a good game. So good.
Your highest debut. What was your highest debut? Your highest debut was Castles of Tuscany.
Yeah.
At 15.
Yep. Bolt Action. Wait a minute. What's that, Paul?
That's a war game.
Oh, okay.
Who wants me to play it? I probably will when the world
comes back to
returns to normal again.
I'm sorry. You know what? There is no normal.
Yeah.
Returns. When the world returns.
I'll try that out. I haven't played a true war game, so.
Oh, it was mine. Oh, I see what you're saying. Glass Road. Okay, gotcha. Within the top 100. Oh, Glass Road. Yeah, within.
Although
Probably.
technically,
Glass Road did it. You're right. That is interesting. I think you're right on that.
although technically,
Where's my list? Hand me my list.
Although technically,
I want to see
by
that,
Board Game Geek
right.
standards, my number 1 game of all time is a war game. So.
War of the Ring.
I'm,
War of the Ring is a war game.
Apparently, I'm a war gamer now.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. I want to say.
Glass Road?
Yeah, Glass Road. Well, it went from within. He's saying completely within the 100. Yeah, it dropped from 26 to 82. That's true. That's a pretty big jump. Yeah, because I'm looking at the Western Legends dropped from 68 to 93. That's a pretty big jump.
The biggest jump was, what was it? Dominion? No, not Dominion. That's up.
No, it has to be all
biggest,
completely within the top
The biggest
100.
drop within? I thought I wrote that down. That's not one of my questions?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
didn't.
I think you're right. And that is weird. I think
biggest,
it's the length of the game probably did that for me in particular.
I thought I wrote down their biggest drop that stayed in the 100.
BGG rankings looks like a lot of games at the top were new to me last year, although not necessarily new games. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And that's one thing that I think is really fun is the new to you games that aren't necessarily brand new games. It's like finding these little hidden gems that you just hadn't gotten a chance to or just didn't know about. I really enjoy finding those games. I think those are a lot of fun. New Troll, that's pretty cool. You can see how much you've like ramped up your gaming now. You had a top 880 in 2019, but only a 55. Ooh, I see. Oh, I looked at that backwards. Oh, ooh. Didn't play as much this year, huh?
Flash Road. I think he's right.
Didn't play as much.
Said that.
Number 2 is Dominion. Oh, sweet. Yeah, Dominion. Well, Dominion wasn't within the top 100 though.
What's that?
Number 2 for the biggest jump.
No, it was. It went from.
I thought it was 117 or something.
No, that was just in there. See, 108. Dominion went from 96 to 19. That was the biggest
one.
Oh,
yeah. That was the biggest jump up.
77 places.
Yeah, that one was the biggie.
Because I played with her again. She gets all excited because I actually played Dominion.
I did.
It's like, yay!
I know, like a little kid. 5 Tribes. That's a fun number 1 too, Nick. I like that. That's
number
cool.
1, 5 Tribes.
The game of 10,000 choices.
10,000 choices.
That one is so fun, but it's dangerous. You have to be really careful who you play with that one, right? Because that's one of those where you get the AP person.
That gives me 5 points.
Uncle Wiggly.
Uncle Wiggly. That game. That game. It was fun goofing around with it, though.
It's good times. Yes. Let's see here. Oh, the Ruins of Arnak. Scythe is still number 1, Julio. Understandably. That is such a solid game. I love that.
I didn't play that. That's my number 5. So.
Ruins of Arnak is fantastic. I cannot wait. We're still waiting on our Dwellings of Eldervale to show up, and I am
It's stuck in Pennsylvania. What's going on in Pennsylvania right now?
Probably
it's been sitting on a shelf in Pennsylvania.
Someone saw it and they're like, "Ooh, what's this game?"
Yeah, they busted out and started playing it.
Yeah, there was a playing it.
It's in some place in Pennsylvania I never heard of.
What are you looking? You looking it up right now?
Yeah, why not?
Because I know everyone's thrilled about where your package is.
It's just in a really weird spot.
Oh, is it some little tiny town or something?
Swatara. What's a Swatara?
Where is Swatara? Wait, what's TWP?
I assume that's an airport? Swatara TWP?
Oh.
I don't know. What is Swatara? Swatara has my Eldervale. Give it back.
Any Pennsylvanians in the audience? Help!
Swatara Township.
Ah, okay.
This has my Dwellings of Eldervale game. Give it back, Swatara!
You never had it. You can't say give it back. You're just like, give it over.
Swatara.
Lord of the Rings trivia game. That is a nostalgia game. It's not really, like, the best game.
What's that?
Tommy was asking where the Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit is in our list.
If you just ask questions, it's a fun game. But, man, I just don't like the mechanism.
Well, yeah, because we constantly, if you have the Ring Wraith in play, it just makes the game keep going and going.
They made the game even longer by putting the Ring Wraith in.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Took an already too long game and made it even longer.
Yeah. So...
It's missing in action. Yeah. I think so, too. I think there's like some postal workers in Swatara that are playing some...
There's a secret den of underground gamers in Swatara.
Eldervale.
Is there a board gaming ring?
I don't know. Swatara.
Ooh, 2020 games. Okay, let's see what you got here. So, New York Zoo. I want to play that so bad.
It's out of print. I want it, but I can't find it.
Lost Ruins of Arnak. Heck yeah. Whistle Mountain. That looked interesting.
I'm thinking about getting that one. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
We'll have to research some more. Trekking the World. Oh, yes. Paleo. I have not... Yeah, that one looks cool. Oh, well. Somebody play with me someday.
Forgotten Waters.
Co-op. Oh, man. Mataposa's awesome. Castles of Tuscany, awesome. Chai, you guys have talked about Chai in the chat.
That's a gimmicky one. I may have to get that one for Rebecca.
I'm intrigued by that. Yeah, you guys were talking about it. Every time I see you talking about it, I'm like, what is this game? And why hasn't Hunter mentioned it yet? Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. Is that the one? Tommy, is that the one we played?
Yes. There's new cases that.
Oh my gosh. That game was ridiculous.
It was.
Is that
it's one where you're looking at the newspaper articles and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the articles were hysterical too. They're so random. Okay, that was funny. Hunt for the Ring. No, Kabuki. I want to play
an
that
older
one.
game.
Yeah, it's an older one, and I've wanted to play that one. I'm intrigued about it. Tommy, if FedEx has your stuff in Tyler, isn't that just kind of a short drive for you? Go get it.
How many games from each year? I'd have to dig that up and look.
How many games from each? That's an interesting question.
If I would guess, I would say
question.
you go from about 2013 to current. It's probably an even spread.
Probably fairly even. That's true.
Probably slightly more weighted towards 18, 19. I would guess it's like a little curvy.
Yeah, because those years were just crazy good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games. And we really got heavy into board games around
16,
17.
Yeah.
So.
Leaving Earth to play solo. Ooh. You know what? That would be one that I would be interested in trying to play solo.
Hunt for the Ring. It must be thinking of an older. It says she said it's only 2 or 3 years old. I thought it was a. I must be thinking of a different one.
You are. You're thinking
I'm thinking
about
the cooperative one from way back when.
Yeah, no. So
111 big shoulders, Zeros, you're fired.
Maybe you just need to play.
It's better than 182, but still.
Maybe you should play with Cyrus and convince him that it needs to go up more than. I'm just saying. Let's see. Hunt for the Ring is 2017. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
What percentage cooperative?
He was not as interested in that one.
I don't know. I bet you don't have. I bet you have less than 5 cooperative games in your top 100. I'm betting. Probably not even.
Because I don't get to play them very often. To be completely honest, and
I bet there's
to stay together and not killing each other. I won't play escape games.
I don't think there's any cooperative
ever
games.
again.
Do you have any cooperative games in your top 100? Detective, there's one.
Yeah, Detective and Pandemic.
Pandemic isn't on your list.
Yeah, it is. Legacy.
No, it's not, because you're going to put Legacy games on your list.
Oh, I'm thinking ahead to Zero.
Zero's not there yet.
It's not there yet.
Banned word is teams. I don't think that counts.
Nah, that's not cooperative.
UgTech
You have
is
6 or
teams.
7 neutral. That's interesting. Yeah, I think if I had the opportunity to play more, there'd probably be more. But really and truly, we don't. Even in our game group, we don't play a lot of
The solo
cooperative
games count as cooperative games?
Then yes.
No, Coffee Roaster's not cooperative.
No, it's not cooperative.
She has one, Detective. It's one more than I have on my list.
Just don't get an opportunity to play them, to be honest. We really don't. Our game group doesn't really play a lot of them either. It's just not... I think if
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
If I wanted to play a cooperative game, I'd watch a movie. We can watch a movie together. That's cooperative, right?
I guess passively. We're not actively like, this sucks and changing the channel. How does that work for you guys? Okay. I gotta think about this. So that's that is something that I think if you and I split during conventions more and stuff, as when conventions come back, I would say chances are I'd probably have more co-ops on my list. But since you're not keen on them and I want everybody to have fun, I'm like, okay, there's plenty of good games that I like that are of other variety. And our game group never really, not
Ask
typically,
for them.
we just don't typically lean towards cooperative games because it's kind of an interesting, like, dichotomy in our group. We have a lot of people that like more like my kind of games that are like Euro-y and or party games and stuff, and then there's, which of course is going to be teams and antagonistic, and then you've got like the Amerithrash want to play like that kind of stuff. It's like Hunter style, and then there's not really like a group that's like, let's play co-op.
Yeah.
Just don't have that. That's interesting, and we all like to play them except for Hunter probably.
I'll play them every once in a while. Okay,
CO2 is not really co-op.
No, there's a cooperative version.
There is a co-op. Well, there is.
It is cooperative.
It'll never get played.
We're playing we said we wanted to try the cooperative version.
I don't know if I do. Yeah, I do, actually.
We're
going to try
We'll talk about that more next Tuesday, kind of lead into our next show. Next show, we're doing our shenanigans show. We'll go over games we played.
Shenanigans.
And we have a lot of really, really good games. So a good chunk of the show is going to be talking about the games played. Can we get asked?
Because you can play board games by candlelight. We have.
Asking what games are on our shelf of opportunity, as they say.
Ooh, yes.
And,
do tell.
Not including expansions.
Okay.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
That are expansions or
That
not?
are not expansions.
Not expansions?
Actually, more than 6.
Paul, I need to play games with you then. You have 4 of your top 10 are co-ops. There you
He
go.
loves co-op games.
Yay! And Coralie will play too. See, look at that. We're already building a game group.
Here we go. Just for fun, since we don't have anything else to do, we'll go
Why not?
through our shelf of opportunity,
I like
which
it,
is
I like
all at this point. They're all that's left are expansions or group games. So here they are. Here is number 1, Tortuga.
Tortuga. And it looks like a book.
1667. Whoops, not bad.
I already like the box.
Tortuga 16. It's a social deduction-ish game. It's from the makers
Look at that.
of
Isn't that a beaut? I love it.
Salem, the Salem game.
Yeah, and
Got
again,
Galactic
there's
Enterprises.
Oh yeah.
This is a
I've been dying to play
retheming
that.
of some other game. It's an auction bidding type game.
Ooh.
Then we got Patriots and Redcoats, another social deduction game.
That box looks so cool. That looks like you grabbed this old board game from like the 70s.
It's supposed to be from the 1800s, obviously.
Okay. You can't even open it, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, can?
There's
Okay.
a little
It looks like you
bit.
were like that.
Latchy bit.
Ooh. How fun. Okay, it has a little mini mat. That's so cool.
All right, and then let's see. Hold on, I got to spin this way.
Ooh, Kabuki, you've played it. Oh, cool. Yay.
Played what?
Patriots and Redcoats said it was pretty fun.
We got Age of Industry.
Yeah, we haven't even...
Martin Wallace, right? Yeah, Martin Wallace.
Ooh.
Game.
We like his stuff.
Old school game. Then we got Still in
Bye,
Shrink.
Nick.
Still in Shrink.
Thanks for
Well, no,
dropping
actually,
by.
we got
Oh, man, this makes me weep.
Fury of
I want to
Dracula.
play it so bad.
We got this weird space game I know nothing about. I got it in a charity auction.
Ooh.
No clue.
Space game.
And last but not least, a convention freebie. Shows you how old this game is. 'Cause
It's a convention freebie. I know. Oh, this looks like, yeah,
There you go.
this looks like right up.
There's our non-expansion. Then we
forgot
have
about
another.
this.
We have another 10-ish expansions that we
You
haven't played
act
yet.
out 6 words in 90 seconds. They cannot say a word. Okay, so charades-esque, right? The other people attempt to guess the words, but they can't say anything either. Okay. That's not that big a deal. When the presenter finishes, the players reveal their guesses. However, you don't have to guess the correct word. If at least one other player made the same incorrect guess, you still score points. Okay, so it's a little funky twist on that.
There you go. There's our shelf of opportunity.
It's still in shrink. That's funny, Kabuki. Yeah, so it looks like it'd be a cute little silly game. If nothing else, I have a feeling that would end up at my school with the board game group, and I think they would have fun playing that. So I don't know.
There you go.
That's so.
So we've cleared our shelf of opportunity of 2-player games.
I mean, that's actually really cool.
And we only have
But-
a handful of 2-player expansions we haven't played yet.
Yeah.
So we got.
Oh yeah.
Since we don't have anything else to do.
I love it.
So this is expansion for Starcadia Quest.
Yeah.
We didn't like the first one that much, so this one may just go on the call pile. But we'll see.
I'm still so disappointed about that. I don't know.
Then we got
I don't know.
the smartphone expansion we haven't played yet.
Ooh, I can't wait for
And we heard, or I now know, that the 2-player board is in here, so we're gonna next time we play, we'll play this.
that. Heck yeah.
And what else we got? We got this guy, which we'll bust out when we get our
I'm so.
big box Terraforming Mars.
Yep.
Big box. We'll play it
Yep.
when we get that.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Kabuki, I feel that. Yeah, I really want to see. And Neutral says Fury of Dracula around your number 15 of all time. See, everybody loves that game. I want to play it so bad.
Then we got a free game. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's already played. Then we got the campaign for the West Kingdom
Saga!
games, where you play all 3 West Kingdom games in a row and you kind of carry over scores or
Yep.
something. I don't know. Anyway.
Yep.
Then we got these. We haven't busted out yet.
Yep. We got to play those. I cannot wait.
So this is Leaving Earth expansions. We haven't played yet.
We're discussing taking a mini vacation and just doing like our own board game.
Then we got these 2
Marathon
guys,
at
which
this
we'll use
point.
next time we play the game Rebecca hates now.
Oh my gosh!
And last but not least, the one that makes me cry the most is this guy.
Oh my gosh, this makes me weep. You guys.
So
We gotta fix the world
Yeah,
so we
you
can
just-
all play that game together.
now you've seen our entire shelf of opportunity. There you go. That's everything
New York Zoo. Oh.
that we haven't played.
Paul just said he did a search, and New York Zoo is out of stock at Barnes & Noble and all the local stores in DFW.
It's completely gone. I've been trying to get it, so.
Oh, so sad. Why'd you keep Draugr out? We're going to play it real quick?
Knock this out right now.
I don't even know what it is.
It's an area control micro game.
I win.
I've controlled the area?
I have controlled the area.
So, anyway.
Yeah, the TI4, everybody that has had a chance to do that TI4 expansion just seemed to love every bit of it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's ridiculous.
There's like 2 or 3 games that are like tippy top of my list to be played when the world corrects itself.
Yep.
If the world corrects itself.
Oh, stop.
When the world
When. You know what? At this point, I'm going to buy a spacesuit, and we're all going to play party games in our spacesuits. And we're going to have a marvelous time.
Party games probably wouldn't work well with spacesuits.
You know what? If you can figure out what this is versus this in a spacesuit, you're going to be awesome at playing those games.
Like charades?
Yeah,
and
charades. By the time
you're a person in a spacesuit. You're an astronaut. You're...
Yes. Can you imagine how good we'd be at those games by then? It'd be amazing.
All right. So, here's the scoop. Here's the scoop, folks. Like I said, next week, 1 week from tonight, is our Shenanigans variety show, which is mainly going to be talking about new games because we played a lot of really, really, really good games that we're going to talk about at length. 1 week from that show, 2 weeks from tonight, our combined, merged top 100 list. What?
Zara's had a great idea. Get the suit and the vehicle that Monica had in WandaVision and just go for it. I will pick you guys up on the way.
Like the little rover thing?
Yes! I will just
Will
take
the
that
front
rover.
half of it be a truck?
That would be so cool. I'll just throw you all in the back. You're all in spacesuits anyway.
So
We
2
just
weeks
ride.
from tonight, our combined top 100.
That's gonna be fun too. I always love that.
Which what we usually do, we do a scroll of the games and we just talk about them. We got like 10 seconds to talk about each game and it scrolls by. Little more time towards the end for the top of the list.
Nah.
Then we're getting the whole schedule. 3 weeks from tonight,
Ooh.
we're having a very special state of the channel meeting.
We are.
Yes.
Are you going to let me in on that?
No.
Interesting.
So we'll definitely going to
fired?
as we get closer to that, we'll hype it up. There's some cool things that are going to be happening. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about them then. So that's our next 3 shows.
Yes.
And since this is the top 100 we're talking about,
I love
kind
you,
of, we're talking about top 100 this year, 2021,
Yes.
2021 edition. Rebecca's going first.
What? We're switching it up again.
We're switching it up.
It's been 2 years.
Rebecca is doing the top 100 first.
Okay.
And then she
the top 100. I thought you meant the top 10 list.
No, top 100.
Oh, this is the first time ever.
She is going first this year. It was by common, by people's choice. She's going first so that she can mock my list when I do mine, comparing it to her list. So she can compare my choices to her choices and make fun of me and whatever she needs to do. So look for that. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. We only do these once a year, so it's going to be a while. But yeah, she's definitely going to go first. I will go second. Odds are we're probably going to do Rebecca's starting around whenever she finds time. So if she can do it in September, October, maybe, but more likely November. And then mine will be immediately thereafter.
Yeah, it'll be either September or November for sure. October's insane.
Yeah, so
I don't know why or how.
Probably gonna.
Just
I'm
always
gonna
ends
try
up
to
that
make her do it September. So September, and then mine will be her around the time she does hers, so December, January time frame. Anything else? Any questions? Any last questions for Becca? Why does she hate my games? That I like?
Wait a minute, Paul. Hold on. Breaking news. Paul just picked up New York Zoo on BGG for $50 plus postage.
Oh, from resale? Yeah, you can get it in second hand.
What?
I like breaking open that shrink. It makes me feel like...
You know what? Tell you what. I will get some plastic wrap and my hair dryer. And you get that game. And I will reshrink it for you. That's how much.
Yes, we did Kickstarter Dead Reckoning. We kickstarted everything.
Hunter kicked it and kicked it again. He kickstarted it. He kicked it so much he finished it.
I finished Kickstarter.
I already did that.
I kickstarted too many things. We were just talking about what's funny is at some point in the near future we're gonna have another Colleen show because we're running out of shelf space, and when all these massive like giant box Kickstarters start rolling in, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to sleep out in the lawn or something. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's entirely possible. The girls are like, why can't we build a trampoline? Well, we stored all the board games on it, children. Sorry.
When you get a Kickstarter game now, yeah, you used to board games. Used to this like
yeah.
Like,
What? Okay.
Like this used to be a board game, right? Okay. When you got a board game, this was a Ticket to Ride box board game. Now when you get a Kickstarter, this is what shows up.
What is this?
So
where do you store this? This is our new table.
That's not a bad idea. I'll just sit on it. Get rid of my chair.
It's our new furniture. All if you like it. It's
so yeah, I got a lot of massive Kickstarters coming in this year, supposedly.
Yeah, so we're moving soon. We're gonna have to get a bigger house.
The camera shaked it.
I know, it's insane. It shook the table, people. This is nuts. I'm just saying. It's crazy.
And still, if anyone knows where Swatara is,
Swatara road trip.
I'm gonna be driving up to Swatara apparently.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Dwellings is almost that anachrony size. Are you serious?
Yes, it is. It is. It is massive box. I told you there's a lot of...
All right, the kitchen table has to go, and we're making a table out of board game boxes. You guys are all doing those board games.
That's not a bad
How many
idea.
board games tall am I?
Once you don't play very often, you
big
just
is your board
level
game
them up and put like a tablecloth over it.
It's got to be waterproof tablecloth because children and pets and all, but... Any good movies or TV recently? Well, WandaVision. No spoilers, but it's amazing.
WandaVision's good. What have I been watching? I've been watching random junk.
Occasionally Hunter will be like, hey,
I watched Passengers recently. I liked that movie. I know a lot of people didn't like Passengers, but I watched that recently. I liked that.
Have I watched anything?
I watched, what else did I watch recently? I watched a couple of movies. I watched Interstellar again. I like that movie. You know, a lot of people don't like it. I like sci-fi movies, even if they're kind of meh.
I like sci-fi.
I watched Martian. I've got Hulu. I got a Hulu subscription recently. So
but not a Julio? It's a Hulu?
It's a Hulu, not a Julio subscription. And I've been like watching all these old sci-fi movies that came out like 5 to 10 years ago.
Nice. You say old. That's like board games old. Oh, it's 5 years old. It's ancient. Oh, I love it.
I've been watching that. I also watch, I like competitive game shows. I've been watching a lot of those.
You find some interesting ones, too. That one that, oh my gosh, years ago, I still remember the one where people were jumping through the different they had the foam walls.
The wall.
And they had the wall. Is it just the wall?
The wall.
And they had to
It's a Japanese game show, yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Japanese game shows are hilarious.
Game shows.
Those are amazing. Yeah, see, and old, that's what I think of too, Kabuki.
Well, old as
I
not
think
new
50s
releases
and black
is what
and
I meant.
white and stuff like that.
I meant
You're so
not
cult
new,
of the new.
Not new releases.
You're so cult of the new.
I watched Lucy. I like that movie was pretty good. Like I said, I've been watching all these sci-fi movies that I somehow...
It's funny because you have the capability of watching movies in the background while you're working or waiting on reports to come in. Meanwhile... I teach. You all know. There's no doing
You guys read this PowerPoint.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ain't gonna fly. No, so yeah, I haven't watched it unless you've like sat me down and been like, "Hey, we should watch this," and then like WandaVision. We've been watching that. I don't think I've watched anything else, have I? I don't think I have. And the girls hog the TV too.
Yeah, I like it. Sarah said Amazing Race. I like those kind of.
Yeah, that's
I like
right
those
up Hunter's
kind of
alley.
movies. Survivor, Amazing Race.
Ooh, Batman the Animated
I've
Series.
been watching.
I used to watch that. Heck yeah.
Titan, the Rock show. Where
Oh yeah, you should
been watching that.
That
I've been
cool.
watching.
That's a good
Tough
one.
as Nails, and Weakest Link. I just watch all kinds of just junk.
The Mummy. Oh my gosh, I love The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I have always loved those movies. The Orville. Everyone's always been...
That's why we got Hulu. It was
the
watch
Orville. Because since that came out, some of my friends were like, okay, I know you're a Star Trek freak. You've got to watch this show if you like Star... Because Galaxy Quest is one of my absolute favorite movies, period. It's probably like my number 3 favorite movie, like, not joking. And so the Orville's like right up there. It's just... amazing. We're only a few episodes in.
No, we're midway through season 2.
Are we now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we had a couple.
Yes, we watched The
Insomniac
Mandalorian.
nights.
We watched it like the day it came out every time.
Mandalorian.
That's really good. I haven't watched Cobra Kai. I didn't really like the Karate Kid movies.
I liked the Karate Kid movies.
I didn't really like them.
I liked them, but I
thought that Daniel dude needed to be kicked in the face. So.
Well, he did get kicked in the face.
Well, yeah, he needed to get kicked.
Wax on. Wax off.
I'm not a fan.
That was like a way of life.
I'm not a fan of the whiny teenager becomes not whiny teenager movies.
That's my life, dude.
I'm not a fan of this. The kid just whines and whines and whines, and all of a sudden he has a change of heart, and now he's the hero.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? We had to suffer through the whiny part to get to the superhero part. Why can't you just be a superhero?
That's kind of Star Wars, too, if you think about it, Luke.
I was alluding to Star Wars, but I didn't.
Were you?
I didn't want to say Star Wars.
And then the chat explodes.
What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is Return of the King.
Wait a minute. It used to be Gladiator.
Nope. Return of the King, number 1.
Interesting.
Gladiator, number 2.
2. I approve this message.
Return of the King is amazing.
Yeah, Return of the King.
Even though those aren't completely accurate to the books, but I'm not one of those people that like is a stickler that like goes, well, that didn't happen in the book, so I hate this movie now. Or same way with
I can get that way.
Same
but they
way
did such a good job with Lord of the Rings.
Same way with comic book movies, like, well,
Yeah.
no, that character was not introduced before this character, and this character should not know this character, and these characters never interacted. I'm not that kind of person. I take the movie. I can separate the book from the movie and the whatever.
Oh,
the
Raiders of the Lost Ark's a classic.
Source material. For me.
Neutral. The Mandalorian was okay until Spock got killed off.
It's funny.
The Godfather's a classic. Oh my gosh.
I like Godfather. Yeah. Those are kind of dark. I'm not. Yeah,
they are. They're definitely dark, but they're really
very dark. Everyone dies. Just everyone dies.
No, what was that?
Every gangster movie, everyone just dies. That's just
Lawrence of Arabia. That's a classic. Woo, that's a classic too. Wow.
Reminds me when we were watching Orville and they were watching King and I.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. He was like, they're watching old movies again, and I'm like, it's the King and I. It's your brother. Oh my gosh. I love. Oh man, so many good ones.
All right, I think we need to wrap up.
It's so nice to catch up with you guys and like talk with you.
Yeah,
and,
we're having withdrawal because we didn't get to see you for 2 weeks. So
yeah, it was weird. Not having power.
And the one before, what we did before was a top.
It was a top 10, so we didn't interact as much.
Yep.
So this is good. It's good to see.
But we're good. Everything's good. Other than our internet went down this morning. It was really weird. This morning.
No, it was this morning.
This morning, yeah. Randomly just went down.
We almost got excited. We're like, could we fit in a board game? We might be able to fit in a board game.
Yeah, we have.
And then they fixed it.
A Howard towel set up underneath our table down here. Howard
yeah.
towel. Rebecca's been.
Holla.
Rebecca's been
corrupting you?
Corrupting me because we've been playing all these games twice instead of once. But we're out of new games, so I'm all right with it.
It's already on the table. We should just play
We did.
it.
We played almost every game we played recently. We played twice in a row.
So good.
Because we're like I said, we're out of 2-player games.
Yeah, now we got to finish those last expansions.
Tala Waller, what was the name of that city again? That stole my game.
Sparta.
Yes, Spartara.
All I can think of now is at the end of Avengers. The
Swarma.
Swarma, and I'm like, Swarma. It wasn't Swarma.
Some Swarma joint has my
Help
board
me.
game. They're doing all these famous movies.
You guys are wonderful. Oh, 12 Angry Men. That is.
I rewatched
so
that recently, and it's so good. I haven't seen the
good.
new version of it. I only seen the older version.
Yeah.
That movie is like a social.
Ever.
That's like a every like psychology class should show that movie.
I agree. Well, there's a few movies like that. Like, to me, movies like Schindler's List, I feel like, I know it's such a heavy movie, but I feel like everybody should see it once. I just think you cannot come away from that movie not being changed. And that's just like, oh, and Rear Window. See, I mean, there's just some of those, there's a lot of really good classic movies that just, like you said, the psychology and everything going on in them is just amazing. But, man.
Let's do this all again next year.
I think so. Now I want to do like, we should have like a Netflix party or something.
A Family Showdown Netflix
party?
watch party?
I'll get back with you guys on that.
That might be fun.
We might do
what
that.
What will we watch?
I don't know. I'm thinking we might need to set up a poll. I'm liking this. We could do kind of like a people's choice thing and set up a time. And all you have to do, I just did that with my JCLers 2-3 weeks ago, and we had it. You just download a little app thingy.
Yeah, I think all the streaming channels are. I think Hulu. I think Hulu has it. I think Prime Video has it. They all have the.
Oh, it's so cool! Thing. Yeah, you just watch. You just click on it, and it starts everybody at the same time, and you can chat away while you're watching it. And it's not interrupting. It's not like you're actually talking, so it doesn't interrupt the movie. You know, because it's not mic. It's all chat.
Right.
And it's just in a little window next to the movie. It's really cool. It was really fun. I actually... Okay. I am. I don't want to forget about this. Whoop. Clean page. Okay. So...
You put To Live and Die in L.A., I just thought of the Escape from New York for some reason.
Big Trouble in Little China. Sorry. I like the randomest movies. Okay. Netflix, watch party. You know what else we should do? Now that I think about it. Take a nap? That sounds fantastic. I have too much work to do for that. Though, a Jackbox party or something, too.
Yeah, maybe.
Would you guys be interested in something along that line? I say Jackbox because you can do a lot more people than Among Us.
Correct.
What do you guys think about that?
What do you think about that? All right, let's let them comment and let's get out of here.
Y'all, please leave messages in the comments about that and start thinking about good movies that we should all watch together. And it is awesome to chat with you guys and catch up again. And yes, Jackie Chan is amazing. I have a thing for all those movies too. Those are awesome. Don't get me sidetracked. I'm trying to leave here.
Trying.
We'll see you all next week when we are up to, yet again, some more shenanigans. Bye!